So you're sick and tired and frustrated, losing to Tormin. I have an amazing free to play strategy for you today that's going to blow your mind. It might be April Fool's Day, but this video is no joke. Okay? So I'm just waiting to record my shard opening video, and I thought in the meantime I would record a more serious video. And today we're talking about Tormin. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull him up. He's one of my favorite champions in the game, actually, believe it or not. I really love everything about him. Okay, I know that he's very frustrating for a lot of players, but I think that he adds a very interesting aspect to the game, and I wish there were more champions like him that made the arena fights different and interesting, right? Like, you have to have a specific team to counter Hegemon. You have to have a specific team to counter Tormin, okay? And today I'm going to talk about a couple different strategies to counter Tormin, but I'm going to focus on one main thing, okay? So just to go over his kit real quick, he has a chance to place freeze, AoE A1. A2 steals all, well, removes all buffs typically, and double hits. The rest of it is, doesn't happen all the time. And then AoE Provoke, which, is my favorite ability. And then there's some other things that can happen in there, but it's really just AoE Provoke. And then obviously the passive with the chance to place a freeze anytime they receive a buff or have their turn meter filled. The 20% chance applies up to twice per enemy turn. Okay, once for buffs, once for turn meter fills. So, like, if you get, like, 3 buffs, it's not, 60%, okay? And he's been nerfed a couple times. He's been changed, I think, more than any champion in the game. But his base stats are great. Oh, and he then has the revive on death, So, Tormin, incredible champion, right? Very incredible champion. Very disruptive, and that's why you're watching this video, okay? So, step 1, what are some strategies that you can use to beat Tormin if you don't have available to you the one that I'm going to suggest? Can we please just exit out? Thank you so much. Okay, this pack string is actually pretty good, but it's expensive, so keep that in mind. So, what am I clicking on? We should be on the champion screen, not that screen. Okay, so there's a couple different ways to counter Tormin. Okay, the first way would be a cleanser. Okay, I want to call out Wither because typically you're going to build her with high resistance. I wouldn't say that this is necessarily high resistance, but it's not bad. Okay, it's achievable. I will say. This is my Doom. My Doom build. Well, I do use her in Doom Tower, but this is my Hydra build, is what I'm really trying to say. Every time I just like to click on the skins, just in case. You never know. So, why are we doing this? Because she removes all debuffs from all allies, and so when Tormin freezes you, then you can remove those debuffs. YuGiOh would probably be the best example of a cleanser because hers is automatic. She automatically, her passive removes that first one, but that's a void legendary. This was a guaranteed, so more people will have it. But you can use any cleanser. Like, probably the best epic cleanser these days is in my vault. The best epic cleanser these days is Skathix, okay? His A3 cleanses all debuffs and puts block debuffs. It's actually very, very good ability. So using a cleanser is really good against Tormin. Number 2, you can use champions in immunity gear. One of the champions who I mainly use in immunity gear is Madame Saris. She if you're gonna use her against Tormin, she puts this self shield on herself, and which means that she's gonna get frozen so often because she puts that shield on every turn. Okay, and so having a champion in immunity is a really great way. Some people would have a whole team in immunity in order to deal with Tormin teams. That immunity team can also deal with Hegemon as well, unless it's a nuking Hegemon. So those are two just general ideas. That is not what we're talking about today. I'm very excited to share with you what we're talking about. So there have been a couple different guys in my stream who have, over the course of this past year, tried to convince me that Dark Elhaine is the answer, okay? And I always said no. I always said no, she's not the answer, but guys, she's the answer, okay? So let's take a look here. Instantly removes any freeze debuff on this champion, replaces it with increased crit rate, increased crit damage, strengthen whenever an enemy places a freeze on this champion, okay? Fills this tournament by 25%, instantly activates her best skill whenever this champion or an ally receives a freeze. Okay, so that is this ability right here. Increase attack, decrease speed is a possibility as well, and AoE, okay? And her A1 is not bad as well, okay? Decrease target's max HP by 30%, single target, double check the skins, no, nothing there. Okay, so, Dark Elhaine. But, okay, before you click off of this video, that's not the end of the story, okay? What we really need here, what we really need to know is that, guys, it's not just one Dark Elhaine. It is two Dark Elhaines, okay? And this is the key to victory. You can also do 3 Dark Elhaines for the record, but I personally love pairing them with Lydia because she does the decreased defense and weaken, but she also places the buffs, the strengthen buff, which is going to have a chance to trigger Tormin's passive. Now, we have a team here that is 320,000 power. We have my normal Arbiter, she's 345. My Lydia, she's in Stone Skin, that is not relevant. And then we have the 2 Dark Elhaines, which we'll go over their stats in a minute. But I think it's pretty accessible mid to late game stats on the Dark Elhaines. I do not think that I have crazy gear on them, and we're going to beat this. I'm certain of it. Unless they have reaction accessories, in which case we may not. But okay, you can see here we're getting frozen, and the Dark Elhaines are going to pop their abilities, and boom, just like that, everyone's dead, okay? Now, Lydia then needs to lock out or kill the Duchess. Now, if we had not killed the Tormin, we would have just placed the buffs and allowed Duchess to revive because Lydia's going to block revive on them, okay? And there you have it, all right? Now, if we would have let that go full auto, that could have been a loss for us because of the order of the ability, so do keep that in mind, right? One of the main reasons that you want this team is because if you're in, I would say, Bronze 4 all the way up through Gold 4, there's going to be at least one Tormin on many teams. Like, let's take a look here at my 3v3 screen. I made it all the way up to Gold 2, which honestly I'm shocked about because my gear has really not changed that much. Like, you're going to see, well, I'll explain more in a second. Okay, so we have one Tormin here. That's probably the team that we're going to fight. We're going to look at the matchups there. And then, let's see. Usually there's more Tormins than this even. Okay, there's a second team. There's a third team. Holy jeez. Hegemon, Ramontu, Mithrala, Soulless. Dang, that's a team. Wowzers. Okay, we might fight that just to see what we can do. And then here we go, another Tormin down here. And you can see that Tormin is paired with Duchess a lot of the time, okay? Or very tanky champions, okay? And so, I think I missed this one right here. Both of these have Tormin. So we're going to take a couple minutes and do some 3v3 fights. That's going to help me out for the day, get my fights in. I want to stay in gold too. And let's take a look at what we're going to do here. Okay, so I think we're probably not going to use that team. This is my team that I like against Arbiter teams. And even though it does have a Molly, I think that's still going to be okay. This is my team that I like against like more tanky teams because we get the Kymar reset on Magnar, and then we'll put our Dark Elhain team in here. Now, it's not 100%, but it's a high win percentage against Tormin teams, and like, you're probably not fighting 332k power. I mean, maybe you are, because Arena is stupid right now. It's a real problem, and it needs to be fixed. So this is one way that you can fix it. Okay, now we have everyone in immunity. Holy jeez. But I have everyone in immunity. Not really, but Leo does not matter. We could still win this. Nah, we didn't get enough damage. Okay. And we're dead. Okay, the only chance there was if we procced an extra turn. He's in Relentless. These are some very good teams here. Okay, let's slow this down. Boom, there's one. And boom, there's two. Perfect. Duchess is dead. Now, what should we do? I feel like we should just do this and try to proc some more freezes. Actually, I think her freeze might have a cooldown. So, I think I messed up there. I needed to try to decrease the turn meter. Yeah. Alright, so our only hope here is to kill Tormin. And why is that our only hope? Because then we will block the revive and revive our team. Okay, that was a fail. But that was a lot of user error. Also, these teams are incredible. Look how many champions in immunity. Alright, we're going to get this win. Tempted to come back in here again against this team. But yeah, I don't really want to because that first team was brutal. Okay, I think that's too much to handle right now for my squads. So let's take a look at one of the other options. Okay, there was that one. I really feel like we could have gotten that win if I would have just, you know, done a little bit better job on that second team. There's definitely strategy in Arena. So what about this team? This is interesting. Double Brachus with the, what's his name? Artial, Revive on Death. That's super cool. Like, I would want Lydia against this team to block some kind of revive. But I don't think that I have another way. What about this one? It's a Cardial team again. Alright, we're going to try it. I don't really care about losing points here, but okay, so with this team here, we have to get lucky with Necrit. I mean, not with Necrit, with Hegemon and lock down the Warlord, because otherwise that's typically a loss. And then here we have our Dark Elhains, and then here we have... Probably we would want a different team here than this, but I don't know what team we would want. Like, I don't really have like a super tanky team, but that's really what we would want, is a super tanky team. Okay, we'll just try it. It's fine. If it ends up poorly, then I'll worry about it later. The whole point is to test versus the Tormin anyway. So let's see this in action. Oh no, he's in immunity. Yeah, we're screwed here. Yep, see, our skills are on cooldown. Our only chance is to proc some extra turns on Leorius with the Relentless, which we don't have because we're stunned. That's interesting with the Trundle with some accuracy there. Yeah. Okay, well, we're dead. So let's just move on with our lives. Alright, so now proc the thing and then proc the other thing. Okay, now let's... So... No, can't do that. I wanted to reread Dark Elhane's skill. Actually, I'm going to look it up real quick. I know that's weird for me to do in the middle of a video, but I feel like I'm forgetting the exact wording on it. It does have a cooldown of 1 turn. Okay, both of her passives have a cooldown of 1 turn. Did they get a turn yet? They did not. So that means if I put these buffs up, then they can't proc that. And so what I should do is lock out the Sir Nick. Oh, we got a turn anyway. Okay, cool. Because of her buff. Like her turn meter boost. Now, I'm going to do this and not use the turn meter boost. I guess one of my Dark Elhanes is a little slower than the other. Now I'll go ahead and do this. And now we'll just pop them. I mean, it can't get any more perfect than that. Okay, Cardio's in immunity, but that doesn't matter because we're going to sleep him. Okay, and then I guess we should do this. That, I guess. Done there. And then I don't think the Brachus can kill us. Okay, we're good. If we do this. Okay, that's fine. Let's kill this one. Okay, great. Kill this one. Oh, wow, he really did. He really did one-shot there. Okay, we feared him. Let's go, Madam Ceres. Oh, yeah, take it home, my girl. But, man, just, like, rewind the video real quick and watch that clip of Tormin. Like, this is, like, a 350k power team with Duchess, Raglan, Sir Nick, and Tormin. And we just wrecked it with 2 Dark Elhanes. 2 Dark Elhanes. Okay, let's go over the gear. I don't want to make this video too long. So if you liked it, hit the like button. And if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, like seriously, what are you waiting for? All right. I mean, I guess I should show you the Lydia stats. She's in Stone Skin. Nothing crazy with the stats. Like 3,500, 57,000. 230 speed, which is actually pretty good, and 356 accuracy. But she's in Stone Skin. I mean, I have three 5-star pieces here, and 1 set of boots, which are only on her because they have speed. The rest of the stats on here have nothing to do with her and, you know, like what I'm doing with her kit. So, but just for reference, the chest is not bad. Triple speed there. The helmet is not bad. And the shield, triple speed, but it's 17. So it's like super low, but 17 speed is still 17. So like a couple decent pieces. Her gloves, just so I show you all of it since I started clicking on stuff. They're nothing crazy, but definitely. Okay. So what about the Dark Elhanes you're saying, Jedi? So if you take a look here, okay, we have 4 pieces of Cruel and then 2 offset pieces. And just like I was saying with our immunity gear, like this could be a piece that we use later on down the road, but like it's really hard to use crit damage gloves that don't have crit rate, but you know, it ended up working out because we don't need 100% crit rate here, okay? On the Dark Elhanes, you only need 70% crit rate, because where is it at? She's gonna put increased crit rate on herself every time. So you only need to build her with 70% crit rate, or have a crit rate aura. Okay. I worked really hard to get this attack stat up. 5,400, almost 5,500, 252 crit damage. All right. Okay. So it's pretty decent. Okay. It's pretty decent. But you can see, like, I was able to get these stats with 5-star gear, just being picky about what substats. Like, look at this gear. It's not good. You can do this too, I promise. The main reason we can do this is because of the attack percentage boots. That's the key to victory here, okay? So keep that in mind. Does she have masteries? Of course she does. Am I in the way this way? Okay, so we have the chance to completely ignore some of their defense. And then we have counterattack masteries. This is very interesting here, straight down, but I liked it. I think it's correct. And then on the other one, I do have Savage and then 2 offset pieces. These gloves are actually pretty good. They got the double attack percentage roll. And again, I'm able to do this because of the 70% crit rate. Okay, we only have 5-star chest here. We got a 5-star shield. So I'm telling you guys, this gear is very accessible. Okay, we got random toxic boots with attack percentage. Okay, so total stats on her are, again, very similar here. 53, 42, 232. But this one is in Savage, so they're gonna average out, right? She has a little bit better stats. This one, okay, we're gonna mark her number 1, and we're gonna mark her number 2. Number 2 is in Savage, so her stats aren't quite as good. And then they both have attack banners, attack ring, and then crit damage amulets. None of which are optimized because my spider gear is still not that great, okay? You should definitely go in the gear playlist if you want to know how to optimize your gear with your accessories. That was a video I did recently as well. So what do you guys think of this Dark Elhain strategy? Also, my apologies, I forget exactly the guys from the stream who were encouraging me to do this video for a year. So shout out to you guys. I'm sorry I'm bad at remembering names of who recommends ideas to me, but shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the content, and I will see you guys in the next video.